Well, joining me now with more is Frank Holmes. He's U.S. Global Investor CEO and CIO. Frank, it's great to have you on the program, and an early congratulations ahead of that closing bell.
Well, thank you so much. A decade. It's gone by so quickly. I'm so thrilled that it's such a wonderful product.
Tell us more about the product and what our viewers can find in it.
Well, it's a smart beta 2.0, and that means it's a quant approach that is dynamic, rules-based, and it recalibrates and rebalances every quarter to capture the global airline industry. And it has done exactly that. It has really captured both ups and downs. It has a largest following. And what we find interesting is it has a big ecosystem of different investors, GARP investors, then we have oil traders, then we have people that want to buy things at a deep discount, a momentum.
Interesting. So let's talk about the current market environment. As you mentioned, this has been around for 10 years. What does the market environment look like to you right now in this particular space?
Well, I think it's just short-term turmoil as they try to rebalance and resettle all the tariff battles. And over the next 90 days, we'll probably find a settling price, and then things will start going again. What's really important is that travel is what we call, and looking at travel around the world since COVID, has been this new group of 50 million people that are known as short-term business travel all down the east and west coast.
And travel, obviously, is something that Americans love. We know it is a luxury in some particular ways. Do you see that sentiment and that urge remaining?
Absolutely. We went from 2 million down to 80,000 people during COVID, and now we're hitting 3 million a day are flying. And we dominate the world, and we're so inexpensive. I think the airlines trade at 10 times earnings, which is a lot less than the overall market. But it's different. There's no low season now. It's high season and very high season for travel. So if you look at hotels, you look at bookings for airplanes, so it's a very different world.
Oil prices have come down. Does that make traveling more attractive to Americans and thus probably to your fund?
Well, it makes it for maybe driving a car, but for the airlines industry, it expands their profit margins. So it makes them very attractive.
And what are the top holdings in this particular ETF?
United Airlines, which is up over 130% last year, Southwest Airlines, Delta, and American. They capture about 40% of the fund, but they also capture 65% of all travel in America.
Wow, that is quite impressive. And in terms of questions about the global economy, do you see any trends shaping up there?
Yes, I think we're in a rate of falling interest rates. They're stable or falling lower. There's great concern on the tariffs. They'll settle themselves in the next 90 days. Rates will probably come lower, but global demand for travel will remain robust and strong. It's interesting to me to see that all the flights coming to New York are packed. The streets are packed. I do not believe that this big bad recession they're talking about when I walk through the streets of New York City.
All right. Frank, thank you so much for joining. We'll be watching you on that closing bell podium later today. That's Frank Holmes. He's U.S. Global Investors CEO and CIO.